Heavy rain and flooding, that's the concern we hear later on this week. We got the day off nice today, though, at least, McKenna. Good start.
Today, as we got into the late parts of the morning, the afternoon, and this evening, really hasn't been too bad, and those dew points have been lower, too. That has been really nice. Still sticky, but not muggy like we were this weekend. We do have two first alert weather days coming up this week. It's a different threat. Much lower severe weather threat. Couple of isolated storms where we could see some strong winds and large hail, but primarily what we're going to be watching is those rain and thunderstorms that bring us a heavy rain and a flooding threat for a couple of reasons. We have the very saturated soils, heavy rains yesterday and over the last couple of weeks. And on top of that, we have a really heavy amount of moisture that's going to continue to pump in off of the Gulf and into North Texas. And that is going to bring us that flood threat. I'll get to that. Right now, we sit at 83 degrees in Dallas. Winds out of the southeast at the surface, about 5 miles per hour. Dew points in the middle 60s. So again, sticky, but not really muggy like we were over the weekend. Now, while those surface winds are out of the southeast, our upper level winds out of the northwest. That is what is going to drive this storm cluster our way. This is near Lubbock, and that heads our way as we get into the early morning hours tomorrow and then through about the first half of our Tuesday. But it's not for everybody. Take a look at this. This is 2 o'clock in the morning. It's moving through Lubbock. It continues to dive into North Texas. It's an isolated shower and thunderstorm threat. This is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, so a couple of you may run into this during that morning drive. Few more showers start to push in with some stronger storms embedded there. This is about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But notice it is a fairly isolated threat along and west of 35. It's far from a washout, but keep the umbrellas with you because you'll need them the rest of this week anyway. Those shower and storm chances really build Wednesday and Thursday, and they still hang around with some scattered storm threats going into Friday as well. Now, this is our quantitative precipitation outlook. This gets us through the next 7 days, but really we're going to pick up the bulk of that rain between Wednesday and Friday. We are looking at widespread rain totals across North Texas, 1.5 to 3 inches, with totals to our south and into central Texas pushing 4 to 5 inches. So that brings us that flood threat. That's why we've got those first alert weather days in effect for our Wednesday and for our Thursday. Now, here's our excessive rainfall outlook. It's that slight risk. I wouldn't be surprised to see this upgraded over the next few days. That's that 2 out of 4 threat there. And that continues into Thursday as well. So all things to keep in mind as this rain threat really just continues to move through North Texas as we get middle of this week through the end of it. Notice we've got a whole lot of moisture around us and it just comes in waves. Wednesday, Thursday, it does continue into Friday as well. So something to keep in mind. Keep those umbrellas handy as we get through the end of this week, and then fortunately we get into the upcoming weekend and we start to get a little bit of clearing. So we're talking by Saturday and Sunday, temperatures warm back near normal into the lower 90s, but we'll be seeing that rain starting to clear up on Saturday with some more sunshine on tap by Father's Day on Sunday. Doug.